It's time for you to forget.
Hey there, this is Grant with VGI. Today we're going to talk about the concept memory thief, and this is when you play as a character that steals people's memories to use as blackmail. And the plot that I thought for this one was pretty simple. Or there's actually two of them. One of them is really simple, the other one's a little more complex. The first one is basically, you have this ability, why not cash it in? Why not start making some money with it? And this is just a way to make money. Which is very, I guess, a demented kind of plot device, but it could be fun. And then the other one is where it's a kidnapping situation where you have somebody you love that has been taken from you, and the ones that have taken them said, we're not giving them back unless you give us a certain amount of money. So make the money. And that would put your situation, or your character, in a situation where they might do horrible things because they're trying to take care of and get back the one they love. You might like your character, but you hate what they do in that kind of situation, which I think would be a lot more interesting. Now, as far as the actual setting goes, I don't have a place that I'm really attached to, but I'd love to hear what you guys would say, or what you guys think, whether it's from across the seas or different fantasy world, what have you. I'd love to hear from you guys. And as far as a character goes, I'm not really attached to a male or female protagonist. In this kind of game, I guess you could choose from either, and wouldn't really be too much of a factor. But again, if you guys have any ideas in this aspect of it, love to hear from you. Now, when we come down to the gameplay specifics, a few things. I think the way I'm envisioning it, at least, is like a third-person perspective, and it's going to be broken down into like 3 different aspects. But prior to getting into the mission and those 3 different aspects, you're going to be able to choose between your marks, your potential marks, and you can read their bios and see what they really bring to the table and what kind of mark and what kind of benefit you get out of actually trying to capitalize on them. And maybe one brings more money to the table. Maybe one brings a bigger opportunity down the line. Maybe one is faster, and the speed maybe could have a huge factor if you actually play out that kidnapping avenue. And, well, maybe getting a lot more done in a short amount of time could have a very, very positive effect on your situation. And then the 3 aspects that I was talking about a little while ago is, first part is basically a research phase. It's kind of like almost a stalking phase where you use tons of different surveillance equipment and basically just learn as much as you can about your mark. You can use everything from like spy cameras to lockpicks and disguises, basically to figure out what they love and what if you took it away from them, you'd have severe leverage over them. Second is the stealing phase. I don't really have a way that I think would be the only idea that I really had as far as how you guys would go about actually stealing a memory was you have to take something that's related to that memory and get them to talk about that memory, and then you could take it. But if you guys have any ideas as far as what would be the most interesting way to take that memory, mention it below.
The third step
is, well, getting down to the brass tacks of everything, just blackmail stage. Using everything you've learned and what you've stolen to get what you want from them. If you guys have an idea for this concept, I'd love to hear it. And as always, if you have a game idea, share it. Have a good day, you guys.
Remember to like this idea if you want to see it made into a real game, and subscribe so you know what games are going to be right around the corner.